Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 11th accountancy. In this afternoon video, we continue the same chapter, that is conceptual framework of accounting. In the previous classes, we discussed about the bookkeeping meaning, definition, and difference between the bookkeeping and accounting, and objectives, features, some of the importance of bookkeeping. So in this video, we discuss about the relationship among bookkeeping, accounting and accountancy. Bookkeeping is part of accounting. It is a primary stage in accounting. It is a process of recording transaction in the books of accounts. So bookkeeping is one of the primary function of accounting. It is the initial stage in recording all the business transaction in money or money's worth. So it is a process of recording transaction in the books of accounts. Accounting is part of accountancy. Accounting is the process of recording, classifying, analyzing and interpreting of financial data. So accounting is one of the process of recording of transaction, classifying of transaction, analyzing and interpreting of financial data to the users. Accountancy is a systematic knowledge of accounting process and contain the standards, principles, policies and procedures to be followed in accounting. So both accountancy, accounting, bookkeeping are interrelated one. Accounting principles. Accounting principles are the basic norms and assumptions developed and established as the basis for accounting system. These principles are adopted by the accountant universally. Almost in all the business concern, they can follow certain accounting principles. They should record all the transactions based upon the accounting principles. Those business people who are maintaining accounts under double entry system of bookkeeping, they must follow certain accounting principles. So these accounting principles provide a uniformity and consistency in the accounting methods and process. So the accounting principles will be a uniform one. So all the business people, they should follow the same accounting principles. Those who are adopting accounts under double entry system of bookkeeping, and it must be consistency in following the methods. Such accounting principles are known as generally accepted accounting principles. Here we discuss about certain accounting principles. That is, based upon the accounting principles, there are various concepts. Accounting concept. The first one is business entity concept. This concept implies that a business unit is separated and distinct from the owner or owners, that is the person who supply capital to it. So the first accounting principle, that is basic concept of accounting, is business entity concept. So whenever if any proprietor invest capital to start the business, after business started, the owner and the business are to be separated. All the accounts maintenance, all the transactions are to be done in the name of the business, not in the name of the owner. So after the business is established, the separation will be between owner and business. So based on this concept, accounts are prepared from the point of view of the business and not from the point of view of the owner. So hence the business is liable to the owner for the capital contributed by him or her. So according to this concept, only business transactions are recorded in the books of accounts. Personal transactions of the owner are not recorded. but the transaction with the business such as capital contribution to the business or cash withdrawn or additional capital introduced and interest on capital interest on drawing. Such a transaction related to the owner are also to be recorded separately in the business. Next, money measurement concept. This concept implies that all the business transactions which can be expressed in terms of money are recorded in the books of accounts. So all the business transactions are to be recorded in terms of money. That is, transactions should be only monetary norms. Since money serves as a medium of exchange, transaction expressed in money are recorded, and the ruling currency of a country is the measuring unit for accounting. Transactions which do not involve money will not be recorded in the books of accounts. So based upon this principle, that is money measurement concept, all the business transactions are to be recorded on the base of the money. So non-cash transaction, simply a person move here and there, or any person want to visit in the business without money motive, it is not a transaction. It helps in understanding the state of affairs of the business, as money serves as a common measure by means which heterogeneous facts about the business are recorded. Next, going concern concept, third principle of accounting. So it is the basic assumption that a business is a going concern and will continue its operation for a foreseeable future. So going concern concept influence accounting practices in relation to the valuation of asset and liabilities, depreciation of fixed asset, treatment of outstanding and prepaid expenses, and accrued and unearned revenues. So all the business transactions, accounting system is one of the going concern. So as per the going concern concept, the accounts will continue as long as the business will run. So there is a relationship between the valuation of asset liabilities for the fixed assets, treatment of outstanding expenses, outstanding income, prepaid expenses, and also advance income received, etc. So assets are generally valued at historical cost. Any increase or decrease in the value of asset in the short period is ignored. Next, cost concept. An asset is recorded in the books on the basis of the historical cost. That is, the acquisition cost. Cost of acquisition will be the base for all further accounting. So all the assets of the business should be recorded on the basis of the historical cost. So on the basis of the cost concept, all the assets should be maintained in the business. It does not mean that the asset will always be shown at cost. So it is recorded at cost at the time of its purchase, but is systematically reduced in the book value by charging depreciation. So this cost concept as follows the limitations. If in an inflationary situation, when prices of commodities increase, valuing the assets at historical cost may not represent the true position of the business. The result of business units established at different dates are not comparable if assets are recorded on the historical basis. So if any assets are recorded on the historical basis, means sometimes it is not suitable for the business because of the depreciation and other sudden increase or decrease in the value of the asset. So assets which do not have acquisition cost, such as human resource, are not received under this concept. That is, when acquisition of asset means when the assets are purchased and installed in the business place, means at that time the human resource, the person who are involving to bring the asset to the business, it is not taken into account. only the cost of the asset and how much is spent for erection charges. It only included in the books of accounts in the name of the asset value. Next, dual aspect concept. So every business transactions will have a two aspect, debit aspect and the credit aspect, incoming aspect and outgoing aspect, receiving aspect and giving aspect. So according to this concept, every transaction or event has two aspects. So this is the concept which recognizes the fact that for every debit there is a corresponding equal and credit. So this is the basis of the entire system of double entry system of bookkeeping. If any business concern using the double entry system of bookkeeping, they must record all the business transaction under this concept, dual aspect concept. So with that we conclude this afternoon video. We continue the same basic concept of accounting in next video. So students, you can go through all these points in this video, understand the concept and write all the topics in your accounts unruled assignment notebook. Keep the notebook safely and bring it on school reopening day without fail. And don't forget to send a task complete message, mention the subject in WhatsApp group. Thank you.